Alright guys, this is game one of a two-game series. The second game is going to be up next. We're going to be breaking down the entire game for this and exactly what I was doing on defense. So, first off, the basics. 4-6 on defense, New York Jets on offense. Now, this guy was running San Francisco on defense and Pittsburgh on offense. Pittsburgh, you know, I don't think it's that great of an offensive playbook. Tight doubles is okay, but you definitely need hot route master to be able to pull it off, even when you're kind of limited. So, this guy's going to be starting on offense. We're going to give you a big nickel over G. Full defensive ebook is in the description, and we kind of go by the seat of our pants. I don't even know what that saying is. You guys can let me know in the comment section, but I'm going ahead and making this adjustment because I didn't know David Bakhtiari was not starting as my left tackle. I've always been confused. I'm like, what the heck? Where is he? He's got edge protector. I need him against the 49ers because they have an edge threat. So we go ahead and just do that automatic, whatever it's called, resubstitution, readjust the depth chart for us to put all our starters out where we need them. And right here, he's going to start off with a toss. Now, I don't have the defense set up correctly because I thought he was going to run it to the opposite side that he was actually going. And you can see right there, even if we don't set it to the correct way, we can still shoot the gap and he only gets 2 yards. My bad. No problem. We're going to go ahead and just be ready for that next time and know that he's going to go ahead and run it to the short side of the field. In this regard, don't run it to the short side because you don't have as much field to work with, right? The sideline's closer, giving you less room to work with and jive. Now, first time he's come out in this Wildcat as well. You can kind of run commit with this. I don't. I just play it pretty passive right here. I just drop one safety into the spine. You see we get a lucky shed. Now, I don't like that animation. That animation's really bad because what happens is when they get into that animation, your user or pretty much anybody else, you can't animate to the ball carrier. There's really nothing you can do except let them fall down. Now, gun doubles, why else weak? I make sure I actually flip corner blitz 3 to drop the guy you see pressed on the right side into a cloud flap. Because I was expecting a slant, but then at the same time, I'm ready for inside zone. Right here, I don't know what it is, some sort of PA play, and he throws into the back of the offensive lineman. Kind of unfortunate, but at the same time, he would have got a first down. It would have been a pretty easy contain. So, we get a stop, okay? He comes out and regular old punt. We're going to go ahead and just assume he's going to actually punt us the ball. Now, right here, I'm going over to my returner because usually it is not Tavon Austin. And it seems like with the automatic adjust of the depth chart, whatever it's called, he gets subbed in. So that's great. We're going to go ahead and see if we can get a little bit of a stick returner here. We get absolutely nothing. I just see my block set up downfield. I'm like, okay, maybe I should have just ran it straight right there and got like 3-4 yards. So, starting off for offense, always set your audibles. Okay, go through all the formations you anticipate using. In this case, I like to run trip tight end offset for mostly just the RPOs, gun bunch, and then bunch tight end. Now, bunch tight end already has all the audibles I like using. It's just automatically set thing for me, so that's one less thing I got to worry about. But then also do your personnel as well. No, I'm going to be running flood a lot. Later on, I want to say later on this week, we're going to talk about how you can go ahead and shut down flood. It is insanely difficult to stop, but it is absolutely possible. So be sure you guys hit that sub button if you're struggling on stopping flood or any particular play. Be sure you hit that sub button, and we'll be talking about a specific play later on. So right here, I'm thinking he's in a cover 2. I go to tight end corner. We put the running back on an option route just in case it is man defense. It is. So of course, we're going to hit our running back on a little out route. And we're going to go ahead and stop and go just see if we use the CPU, make sure his user misses. It doesn't even land the hit stick, but luckily we get out of bounds. Now, that was cover 1 hold. This time, we're going to go ahead and just back out. This looks like it might be a cover 2. I'm kind of thinking it is, but we're going to go ahead and just snap the ball and run it like that. Now, right there, we probably could have hit that fade route on the outside to a one-play touchdown, maybe, but he gets a bailout right there. Now, I think that's something to do with, I think it's called inside deadeye or something like that. Inside deadeye is glitched. I believe Aaron Rodgers has inside deadeye. It's kind of broken how it is, but right there, we had Y wide open, we had X wide open. Really weird animation, and you guys can feel free to correct me, but I'm pretty sure it is roughing the passer if you tackle the QB under his knees. Maybe I'm wrong, but I swear that's how it is. I don't know. So right here, we're in doubt, PA boot over it out, right? This is how we run it. We're going to go ahead and instead of a delay fade, We're going to put our tight end on a streak. We're going to look for Davante Adams. Somehow, some way that's out of range. I think it's to deal with the under pressure, but Davante Adams, thank you for catching that ball. That should be an easy first down every single time against these kind of players that don't really know what they're doing. But, yeah, again, when in doubt, flood it out. When in doubt, flood it out. Right here, we're going to go ahead and just hit the little check down again and again and again. Now, I believe that was Tampa 2 right there. It might have been a cover 2 sink. That was a cover 2 press. Okay, pretty much Tampa 2. So I probably could have motioned out that little fader out and hit it for one play touchdown. Now right here, I think it's a cover 2. It is not. I don't know what this is. It's some sort of, it was a cover 4 of some variety, maybe quarters or palms. Okay, it was cover 4 quarters. I was looking at the corners. Because of the alignment, it kind of looked like it was a cover 2. I'm like, that looks like it's cover 2 just because they're about 5 yards off. Normally if it was a cover 4, they'd be like 7 or 8 back. But right here, we're going to go ahead and look for Davante Adams again. If we don't have Davante Adams, we should have this little drag route. We have the little drag route. We're going to go ahead and just catch that so we can get inside leverage. And we really don't get anything. No big deal, but we're going to go ahead and go hurry up. Now that I know he wants to run a cover 4, we're going to go when in doubt. What do? PA boot over it out. Looking for Davante Adams on this deep cross. We cancel play action. We're going to just stand in the pocket. We're going to deliver a dime to Davante Adams for an easy touchdown. Now putting us up 7 points. Now this game is going to go pretty darn fast. And again, we're going to go ahead and get in game 2 later on in a different video. I don't want to talk about exactly what I'm doing right here. Now, right here, if you guys have watched the games enough, you know I like to go ahead and fake field goal holder blast every single time. Unless this guy comes out in a regular defense like he does right here, quarters 3 deep. Okay. Now, I kind of want to lab this. Sometime and just see, in this particular run, does it weak box formations like quarters, like dime, like dollar? Does it weak box that? I don't know. I'd be curious to find out myself. But right here, we're going to go ahead and get back onto defense. First quarter's pretty much done with. And right here, we get the best bounce in Madden history. He goes ahead and he rolls backwards and puts him down to the 2. Now, you guys are about to see something really wild that makes absolutely no sense, but he's going to go ahead and go I-form tight. We're going to prepare our run defense. Okay, it is set up. We got it on the right side. We're going to go ahead and just shoot the gap every single time. We shoot the gap, and somehow, some way, that is not a safety. I don't know how. Yep, you got me on that one, Clint. I don't know how that's not a safety, but it isn't. So now he's going to go ahead and go empty. Now, I love when people go empty. Love it, because it's so easy to defend. The only team that you're going to have a hard time with defending an empty set is the Chiefs. Other than that, empty's super easy to guard because I can just send a blitz at you every single time, and you'll never be able to pick it up no matter what you do for slide protection. It's simple. Show blitz, pinch D-line, slant outside, and you can contain if it's a mobile QB to force him to stay in the pocket. Right here, he throws it into coverage, and he ags it. I was like, okay, did I accidentally put this on sim or arcade mode or something like that? Because he's going to the same exact person again. And what happens when you go to the well twice, you get picked off the second time. So again, Will Redmond right there getting us the ball back. And now pretty much that's GG's. This game is going to get ugly. At least if we can open the can up a little more, get the can open, start twisting and then popping that lid off. This game can get out of hand real fast. So again, when in doubt, PA boot over it out. He's in a cover 3, I think. He is in a cover 3. We're going to roll out. We're going to deliver. We actually had Y. If we held on just a little bit longer, we would have had Y wide open for a one-play touchdown against cover 3 within the red zone. Now, that's not really a cover 3 beater. It's just how outside thirds work. Now, right here, he looks like he's in a cover 2. He is. And we go ahead and split the safeties. Davante Adams, hold on to that rock for me, giving us that touchdown. Now, we're going to hit the corner out as well right there. Reason is soft squats. Had I not had an out route right there, the soft squat would have played over the top really, really well. If I have an out route, on the other hand, the soft squat gets bit down and opens up over the top. That's just how soft squats work. That's kind of why I don't like soft squats, because they're so easily manipulated in this game. So, not really manipulated, but it's so easy to make sure that they play the flaps instead of over the top. So, right here, again, I'm going to go ahead and see if we can pin him on the 10 and see if we can get a little fluky right here, and, well, EA Sports, whoo, it's in the game. Somehow, I really despise, like, horrendously despise that you can fake out a user. So again, he goes into empty. So what am I going to do? I'm just going to run a simple 6-man or 5-man blitz, actually, even. You don't have to engage the offensive line. You can simply just hover over the left or hover over the center, and oftentimes that works. Bacon's right there. What does he do? I don't know what he tries doing, but Darnell Savage, he's trying to swerve him out, and of course, we're going to go ahead and showboat. Now, my guys missed their blocks downfield. Had they set up their immediate blocks, you probably could have got a much bigger return on that. And that's kind of why I was stopping and go, hoping that they'd actually set their blocks up. So right here, we set chew clock on, okay? We're going to go ahead and run this stretch. This stretch is actually pretty good. And when you see somebody bring their linebackers into the gaps like that, it's pretty much a guaranteed first down because you can't set the edge at all when you bring them into the gaps like that. You can't. And I don't know what he did to do that. I'm assuming he just pressed and they came down into the gaps or something. And it looks like right here he showed blitzed and pressed. I'm not sure, but we're going to go ahead and just drain this clock down. Looks like he may have ran commit right there, actually. Aaron Jones, man. Aaron Jones, showboat. This is now putting us up 21 points. In this situation, it's best to just go ahead and chew clock. So that was actually a cover 0. It kind of looked like a run commit because of how the safeties were playing and how everybody was just like crashing down. I don't know what this guy's calling on defense even. But anyways, that's going to put us up now 21 points. Oh, nope, never mind. 20 points because we shanked the kick. You know, it wouldn't be a game matter if I don't shank at least one kick a game, right? So I didn't know this, but this is, by the way, in Mexico, okay? This is the Mexico Stadium. There is wind. I thought this was a closed stadium. Shows how much I pay attention to the stadiums. I really just don't care. And right here, of course, it wouldn't be EA without a good, solid bailout kick return, right? Luckily, Perry Nickerson has a 95 speed. He's able to catch up and get most of it from behind. Woo. Saved our butts, but you know what? When in doubt, EA sports it out, right? Wildcat slot flex. What's he going to do? He's more than likely going to run a counter run. I'm on the wrong guy right now. I need to be on somebody else completely to stop this counter run, but you can see right there. I thought he was running a jet sweep. Not jet sweep, but whatever it's called, power run. Instead he runs a counter. I don't know why I bit down on the power run when I knew it was counter run, but anyways. Of course, we got to give him 7 points. I mean, it wouldn't be a game without giving up some points. You guys want to watch if I give up some points and make sure that they stay in the game, right? You never want that kind of stuff. So, here we go again. We're going to be up 13 points. And basically, this first half, I would say it's done. With 2 o'clock, I was just trying to make this video as short as possible. And, of course, we're going to go ahead and showboat right here. Tavon Austin getting us a pretty good return. He returned up to 34. Not bad. And we're going to go back into gun bunch. Actually, we're going to go I-Form Pro stretch. I think it's called stretch alert. Stretch alert. It's some sort of RPO. I can't tell you what it is. It's not a very good RPO as far as the pass is concerned, but the run's pretty good. So that's the only reason I use it. We're going to go ahead and just have this chew clock turned on. I'm going to go ahead and chew a play. I'm going to choose a play because it gets the clock to wind down quicker, making me have to wait less time, making me have to wait less. And so just we can get this game rolling, right? I just want to make these games as fast as humanly possible, especially when I know I'm in full control. So again, stretch alert X. It's not Loki. I don't know what it is. Stretch alert smoke, whatever it's called. We're gonna go ahead and just run stretch alert X smoke. I think that's what it's called. And we can go ahead and 3rd and 2. What we're gonna do? All of a sudden, his run defense is coming out of nowhere. He's just playing tremendous run defense as a D line. It's great. Like this is the best run defense I've ever seen. And right there, my guys are just getting absolutely manhandled by a D line user. I love the D line users. They know what they're doing. They're really good at the game. Like no cap, D line users are probably the best players of the game. They know real football. They know how to shoot gaps. They know how to set up run defense. Yeah. They know how to create defense in general. So right here, we're going to go ahead and look for X. Wide open. Easy dot. Now, that's a guaranteed touchdown. But we're going to go ahead and just chew this clock as much as possible, of course. So getting us down to 6 yards. This is the hardest place to score. And this is where I go back into the I-Form Pro 8-speed stretch alert X. I think it's called Smokey or something. Smoke. I don't know. I don't pay attention. I just know that this is a good run. But this is really why I rely on in the red zone. Inside the 10 especially. I either go for an RPO out of trip side and offset, or I go for this RPO. Now right there, don't know what happened to my blocks, but the blocks were not sweet in that case. And we're basically chewing clock because I get ball at half anyway. So whether or not I get 6 right here, I just want to get this half over with, get into the second half, and get this thing rolling. We're just trying to get this thing rolling. and move on with our life. So now this guy's taking forever to choose play. I'm just looking for Devontae Adams. If he's one-on-one, I know I've pretty much got a touchdown, but it is a cover 2. You know what? We're going to do some stupid things, and we're just going to chuck it up. But because it's not one-on-one, he doesn't come down with it as often. Oh, well, nothing you can do about that. So here we go. Second half, we are up 13 points, getting the ball back. Honestly, when I was in this game, I was just considering quitting. I'm not going to lie. I was just considering quitting the entire time. Like, okay, this is getting ugly. This guy is not able to move the ball at all. And at this point, thank you, EA. Sayonara to the Baja, baby. To the 20, to the 10. Showboating into the end zone. 5. And get me in the crib. Touchdown. Let's go. Putting us now up. What? Let's do the math here. That's 26-7, right? Pending if we can get the 2-point conversion, we'll be up 21 if we get the ball back. According to how I like to play, if I'm playing somebody that's just on the Facebook group, that's 21 scrum, and I quit. Right here, we're going to just chuck it up to Devontae Adams. Let that red zone threat work, baby. Let that red zone threat work. Now putting us at 21 points. So if I get the ball back, I just pretty much consider this GG. And I think anybody that does play Madden, if it's 20, if your opponent's up 21 or if you're up 21, the guy or you should quit out, especially if they get ball back or you get ball back. That's pretty much game. The game should be over. That's how I like to play. That's how I always have played. And that's how I always will play. Unless I am labbing something, I hope people quit out. I really do, because it can be annoying when people are up or down 70 points and they're staying in this game. And when they're doing plays like this, they're running screens, down 21 points. I'm like, bro, just quit. Please. So now we got to be aware of that gun doubles off, whatever it's called. We got to be aware of him potentially running a screen. But right here, he goes into the empty set. And so what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and blitz him. This is the 49ers. They don't have speed. I don't have to worry about it. If they do have speed, we just shade up, shade in. That's all I'm ever doing, because it's more likely Steelers cross. You can see again screaming off the edge. There was a slant there, but he had really bad route combinations. Had 3 people going to the same exact area of the field. Looked like it was a little spot route with a crosser from number 19 and then a slant from somebody on the right side of the field. Really bad route combination. Makes it easy as a user to be able to defend all 3. Right here, he's calling a screen against man defense. This is the most bot-like play you could ever call. And right here, yep, you see what happens. When he's got 4-on-4, everybody's a 1-on-1, and there's not going to be anybody open. Like, that's how man defense works, and that's how it should work against the screen. Now right there, looks like he glitched out the man defense somehow, some way, but there are 2 guys that are going to be wide open and pick it off anyways. And at this point now, he's conceded. I think he's conceded. He's threw the towel in. And yeah. Apparently, I think he feels like I was getting bailed out this game. I don't know. And the funny thing is, hence why I'm typing this message, is when he, in the Facebook group, he's like, oh, I want the smoke, bring the smokes. I'm like, you wanted smoke, you got it. You got it. Hey, right there, Aaron Jones, come on, buddy. You got to fight a little bit harder than that. They don't pay you just to get flat-footed and stonewalled. Fight a little bit. And again, we're going to go ahead and just run this stretch again. You get right there, easy touchdown. Now, I don't think he ran coming out there. He might have called another man defense, like the thunder smoke. I can't remember exactly what it's called, just because of how everybody reacted. And right there, they're doing CPR on number 69. I don't know why. Maybe he's dead, dying, or something like that. And you see right here, he's like running back, and that's where game 2 is going to go ahead and lead us. So I tell him, if somebody wants to running back and they're going to be down 28 points, I'm not quitting. You can quit, but I'm not going to quit. And right here is some of the best stick work you've ever seen. Some of the best stick work you've ever seen. I'm not going to quit out, okay? That's not how I play. You can quit out if you want a rematch, and we can get the rematch going. But I'm never going to quit out. I'm going to flood you. I'm going to flood you until the cows come home. You better get your floaties on, get a life jacket, and start inflating that raft, because it's the water's getting real deep. And right here, again, EA almost bailing him out yet again. That's the only way that this guy's been able to score, is just to get a fluke long kick return touchdown, and then me choosing incorrectly on defense. So Again, Wildcat slot flex. What did you run last time? You ran the counter on. What are we going to do? We're going to pretty much prepare a full send down the counter on. Now right here, I need to go ahead and press and blitz both my outside corners and blitz my slot corner as well. I did right there. This time he actually runs a power. Getting absolutely nowhere. We're getting the sheds up front. 2nd and 9. 5 for 10. I mean, if that doesn't speak words, I don't know what does. So again, he goes 5 wide. What we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and shade up, shade in, because it's Sears cross. And I know this play is good against the CPU, but this play is terrible, and I mean terrible, against somebody that has any sort of skill on Madden. You can see right there why empty is bad, because you can blitz 5 and you get pressure fairly easily, consistent. And this has been a blitz I've been using all year long. This is a blitz I posted a long time ago as well. You can see right there, we're not even having to engage, and well, he throws us another Stevie Wonder, 4th and 19. I don't even have to engage for this blitz. I just simply pull the attention of the center away, and we get the guy free off the edge. The only time I have to engage is if they are slide protecting that direction. If they slide protect, then I gotta go ahead and engage and just get him freed up. Otherwise, I can just go ahead and just distract them, and it's an easy dot. That's a dot. That's a laser beam. Double coverage, and that's going to go ahead. And I believe that's going to take care of game number 1. So I say right here, if he wants to running back, I might quit then. I'm not going to quit. I'm literally not going to quit. If you want to get flooded, you can get flooded. I'm going to flood you in game 2 too if it ends up like that. So anyways, guys, that's going to take care of game number 1 of this guy. We go ahead and run it back again. Same teams. He chooses different playbooks. It's a Steelers on offense, Packers on defense. So we will see you guys in the next one. If you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that sub button. Check out the ebook link in the description. And we'll see you guys in the next one.